Breaking news out of New York Jets training camp has sent shockwaves through the NFL world. On just the first play of the second team period, quarterback Justin Fields went down with what appears to be a lower leg injury. According to ESPN's Rich Simoni, head coach Aaron Glenn immediately halted practice, switching to special teams drills as Fields was carted off the field and into the locker room. The full extent of the injury is still unknown, but the visuals alone, Fields being carted off, have left fans and analysts deeply concerned. Kimberly Martin addressed the situation, expressing the collective heartbreak felt across the Jets fan base. She emphasized how fans had just begun to believe again after years of frustration. Fields was brought in as a beacon of hope following the ill-fated Aaron Rodgers experiment. After feeling he didn't get a fair shake in Pittsburgh, Fields had come to New York with a chip on his shoulder and something to prove. For him to suffer an injury before the season even gets going is not just discouraging, it's devastating. Martin added that if there's any coach who can help steer this team through adversity, it's Aaron Glenn. He knows what Jets fans have endured and is determined to build something different. But until more information comes out, all anyone can do is wait and hope. Harry Douglas echoed the sentiment, calling the moment deflating for the franchise. For a team that hasn't reached the playoffs since 2010, every training camp begins with hope. Hope that this might finally be the year. Justin Fields, now entering his fifth NFL season, was given an opportunity to be the guy. His arrival wasn't just about filling a roster spot. It was about claiming a leadership role, rekindling his connection with former Ohio State teammate Garrett Wilson, and proving that he belonged as a long-term starter. Instead, one play into training camp, the optimism is already under threat. Douglas praised Fields' decision to join the Jets, influenced in part by Aaron Glenn, who had seen his potential up close while coaching in Detroit. Fields came to New York looking to feel wanted, and finally, he did. Kevin Clark added another layer to the discussion, pointing out that this may be more heartbreaking for Fields as an individual than for the Jets as a team. He referred to Fields' current contract status, earning $20 million and falling squarely in bridge quarterback territory, as symbolic of a player on the edge of proving himself. This year was his chance to plant a flag and say, "I'm a franchise QB." The Jets had hoped to take the same developmental approach that the Lions used with Jared Goff. Build a team around a competent quarterback, invest in his growth, and let the structure take root. Glenn believed Fields could be that guy. And now, before the story could even begin, it's potentially over. Kimberly recalled her experience covering the Jets in years past, and how all too familiar this feels. From missed playoff shots with Ryan Fitzpatrick to the short-lived Zach Wilson era and the four-play Aaron Rodgers debut, there's a painful pattern. And just when it looked like this franchise had turned a corner, the football gods seemed to strike again. Glenn had literally just spoken about his deep understanding of what it means to be a Jet, the anguish, the loyalty, the desire for something better. And now, that optimism is hanging by a thread. Douglas mentioned his radio co-host, Freddie Coleman, a die-hard Jets fan, who often jokes that this is the most Jets thing that could happen. And sadly, he's right. Fans like Kimberly's friend Danny, who had been texting excitedly about the new locker room and upgrades, are now left stunned. This wasn't about expecting a Super Bowl run this year. It was about believing in progress. Garrett Wilson's extension, the homegrown talent, the coaching vision, Jets fans were beginning to buy in again. And then, the hope evaporated. Of course, there's a chance this injury isn't as serious as feared. Tomorrow's headlines could bring good news. But for now, when a quarterback is carted off with a lower leg injury, concern is more than warranted. Kevin summed it up with a quote from George Costanza. "Hope is killing me." That's the burden Jets fans carry. Every summer they allow themselves to dream. And every year, something crashes it down. This time, before the team even got through its first full practice. Finally, from a front office perspective, this is a stark reminder of the importance of quarterback depth. Thankfully, the Jets have a solid veteran in Tyrod Taylor. While not the original plan, Taylor is more than capable of managing this offense if needed. He's won games in the NFL and offers a skill set similar to Fields. But the sad truth is, he wasn't supposed to be Plan A. And no one imagined Plan B would be activated on day one of training camp.